How you doing? Today I have a video for the 2004 Highlander, Toyota Highlander V6 3.3. The content for the video today is the O2 sensors, upstream and downstream. There's two upstream, two downstream on this car. Let me take this cover off real quick. Before we go any further, I'm not a mechanic. I've just done simple repairs, spark plugs, coil packs, changed my oil, simple stuff like that. In fact, yeah, that's as sophisticated as my knowledge goes. So, anyways, when searching for the replacement parts for this vehicle, I found it difficult to find any information on the upstream sensors in particular, and there was a lot of videos on the bank 1 or 2 sensor 2, I don't remember, install videos, which is really easy to get to. I figured that out without even watching a video, really. So there's two sensors, in my opinion, that were kind of difficult to find, just because I didn't know where to look at first. And also, I didn't even know what bank 1, bank 2, sensor 1, sensor 2 meant. So it's a minute and 15 into the video or so. I'm going to spend the next minute or two talking about what bank 1 and bank 2 and sensor 1 and 2 talk about, or what they mean. I'll put a button you can click on the screen to skip ahead. So for those of you that don't know, with this being a V6, there's 6 cylinders. They're numbered 1 through 6. Most engines, they have like evens on one side and odds on the other. So in this vehicle, here's the front of the vehicle. This is cylinder 2, 4, and 6. Cylinder 1, 3, and 5 are in the back. Cylinder 2 and 1 being the passenger side of the vehicle. So bank 2 refers to cylinder 2, and bank 1 refers to cylinder 1. So cylinder 1's in the back. So that's what the banks mean, and that's to the best of my knowledge. Now, what does sensor 1 and sensor 2 mean? Because you'll notice there's 2 sensor 1s and 2 sensor 2s. Sensor 1 means upstream, sensor 2 means downstream. So a bank 2, sensor 1 is going to be your upstream sensor for the front of the engine. Conversely, or opposite to that is bank 1, sensor 1. That's your upstream cylinder 1 side of the engine. So now I'll go into their locations in no particular order. Your bank 2 sensor 1, so your upstream, and your bank 1 sensor 1, so your upstream for bank 1, they're the same part number. Couldn't find that answer online. Did a lot of research for that. Now your bank 2 and bank 1 sensor 2s, both your sensor 2s, they're different part numbers if you buy the complete sensor, because the electric cord length is different lengths. Alright, so bank 2 sensor 1 is simply right down here in front of the engine. There's a cover here that covers where, to be honest, I don't even know the fucking technical parts of a car, so I'm trying my best here. If you take this cover off, though, there's like 6 inlets or outlets to the engine. So it's a screw here, a screw on the front here, and then 2 screws down here. There's a total of 2 covers that come off. You kind of have to take them off to get to the bank 2 sensor 1, which is right here, that bright silver part. And it plugs in just right here, that bright gray. Pro tip, turn the car on, let it get heated up like a quarter of the way. The sensors pop right off. The first time I tried to unsense, when I did bank 1 or 2 sensors, like one of the downstream sensors, the car was cold and it was a fucking nightmare to get off. So, alright, so that's bank 2, sensor 1, right here. So now for the other 3 sensors, I gotta get under the car. So here's the front. So, your downstream sensor for bank 2, I'm right here at the front of the car. This main support beam right here, I don't know what anything is called, so please excuse my stupidity. There's a plug right here. It goes across the support beam, and then right here, right into your exhaust pipe that goes to the back of the car. It goes straight down the back. This is your bank 2 sensor 2, your downstream sensor for bank 2. The cord length on this is very short, which is why it's different from the bank 1 downstream sensor 2, which is back there. So I'm going to crawl further into the car. That's towards the back. Here's the exhaust pipe right here, that sensor I just showed you. So I'm gonna trail down this exhaust. Right there is a support beam that goes across between the 2 front tires. I'm gonna get to that point and then I'll show you some more. So here's that beam. just on the other side, you see that gray cord with the blue tag? That's the electric cord for your what is that? Your Bank 1 Sensor 2. That's your Bank 1 Sensor 2. So it plugs in right there. That gray right there. That's where it plugs in. Now where is it? Right here behind the drivetrain where it spins. I guess that's what the fuck it's called. I don't even know the thing that spins when you drive. You know that thing. So right here, you'll see that your exhaust pipe. This part goes to the front of the engine where I was just showing you the last, well not the last sensor, but the Bank 2 sensor one. It also goes up right here. So that sensor right there is the one I just talked about. That's your Bank 1 Sensor 2. Okay. Now the only sensor I haven't shown you is Bank 1 Sensor 1. And there's a reason for that. It fucking sucks. So here's that support beam. I'm up close on it right now. I'm going back towards the front of the car. I don't know what the fuck any of this is called. This, I don't know. There's the exhaust pipe. Goes up to the sensor at the front that I showed you, the Bank 2 Sensor 2. You follow the exhaust back to the support beam right here. And you look between whatever the fuck this is and the exhaust pipe. So you look straight up in there. Alright, you'll see your firewall, which is that, just that wall with those like silver pipes going up there. And right there, see that bitch up there? It's gonna get blurry, maybe. See that son of a bitch up there? Right there? Yeah, is that black cord going? That's your sensor, Bank 1 Sensor 1. Haynes manuals, so you can get to it from under the car. Good fucking luck. It's the only sensor I haven't replaced. I tried. I'm getting back to the front here. So like there's the driver's side front tire. I tried like reaching up through in there to get to it. You could maybe get to it with small arms, but you'd have no leverage. There's nowhere from the front, obviously, because you'd have to, yeah, there's just, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get to it. So, that's their locations. Good luck doing it. Real quick reiteration, back there, that one, that cord right there with the blue tag, that was your downstream sensor, so a sensor 2 for, Bank 1. Your Bank 2 downstream sensor is right here in front of me. It's at the front of the car. That's your Bank 2 sensor 2. Plugs in right there. So those are your two downstreams. Your upstream for sensor Bank 1. So Bank 1 sensor 1 is that fucking nightmare one up in the hole. Up there in that shit show. Sorry for blinding you. And then Bank 2 sensor 1 is back up here in front. Now I'm up in the top of the engine. It's right there. Good luck, and actually leave a comment if you know how to get to Bank 1 Sensor 1 more easily, because I'm sure it would help everyone who watches this. Thanks.